Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Titan Talks. We're here today with an expert who's going to help us navigate what is happening in the world right now. And as far as property is concerned, this is the go to man. So let's welcome none other than Milind Dighe. We have Milind
Hey,
here. And Milind
hi.
and I have known each other for a very long time. Welcome to the show, Titan Talks, Milind.
Thank you, Neeraj. Excited.
And very good. And so am I. And I've known Milind, for a very long time. He's been a client and he's also a member of my Titan Masterminds. So Milind is certainly a fun-loving and an extremely generous and helpful man. He's a tech geek who's been in technology for a long time, and now he's made a transition into the expert. So a lot of people are wondering, what do we do right now, given what the situation is, and we're going to learn a lot more about him. He studied. He's the director of Rumi Technologies. He's a passionate nature lover and avid traveler. He studied mechanical engineering and computer engineering. Okay. He's certainly a teacher, and he loves teaching and helping people both together. By profession, he's a digital marketeer, and we rekindled that kind of relationship as digital marketeers when he joined my marketing autopilot formula course. Although he's had so much experience, we were able to teach him one or two things, which he's applied amazingly well. This is one guy who can really execute things. He's got 10 years rich experience of digital marketing, and he's marketed everything from talk shows to marathons to educational institutes to immigration consultants, real estate agents, and projects and NGOs. Okay. He's also a founder of the Mind Parachute Show. And if you haven't heard it yet, please check it out. It's got amazing guests every day. And, he really has an amazing network. And he really knows how to interview people and get the best out of them. He's part of the Indian Property Investor Group. And he's also honorary director of an NGO called the Indian Development Foundation for Information Technology. He's had multiple awards for his contribution towards empowering orphan girls and supporting various NGOs for their various causes. His specialty is marketing and selling of weekend home projects with his unique lead generation methods. And he does lead generation for various real estate projects right across India. We'll talk a little bit more about how you can get in touch with him, but let's get into things right now. So, Milind, major changes happened in the market, since COVID-19 came into the picture, and it's impacted the real estate industry dramatically. So, as opening thoughts, what are some things that you want to just share, and then we can get into some key questions that I have for you.
First of all, thank you so much, Neeraj, for having me on Titan Talks, Titan and Mastermind. What you are doing, this amazing thing. I'm happy that I'm part of the journey. And today I'm going to talk about selecting weekend homes investment on this talk show. So thank you once again, Neeraj, for having me. Secondly, your question related to COVID and real estate. Well, COVID, yes, it is teaching us so many new things, and we are learning. I'm firm believer that whatever happens for the best. So whatever has happened now, it is best for every mankind and for every business. We have got enough time to restructure, realign ourselves. We are doing lots of knowledge sharing, lots of knowledge earning, lots of knowledge learning. So many things are happening in this lockdown period, and I'm thoroughly enjoying this journey. And believe me, now people are waiting to buy bigger homes because everybody has realized in this pandemic, without any other medical facility, if anyone can stay, if anybody can be safe, then that is possible only and only by staying at home. So having a bigger home and a better home has become a necessity. I must tell you, when the lockdown was first unlock was announced after 60 90 days of lockdown,
Hmm.
almost for 4 5 days it was unlocked, and
Hmm.
people rush to the sites wherever I'm selling. They rush
Yes.
and they book bigger homes. I'm going to come to this point later on why they bought it and all. But I'm
Yes.
telling you, real estate is booming. Everybody
Yes.
has realized that they need bigger home.
Yes.
Imagine there's a family of 4 people, and if they're staying in 1 BHK, suddenly they realize they need 2 BHK because there is a concept of work from home now. So
Hmm.
whatever you used to do earlier, that way you cannot do. You are not going out. You are not going to office. You are not attending business meetings outside.
Hmm.
Everything happening indoor. Now just imagine, today you are at your home, I am at my place, and we are doing this talk show and we are sharing thoughts. Okay,
Yes.
so
Yes.
suddenly there is a need of extra space where you can sit, you can do your work, you can do your research, you can do your talk shows, you can do your writing, you can do your meetings, everything. So now people have realized, if I have a better home, bigger home, then
Hmm.
I can do much more thing in much effective manner. Even if the lockdown is there is no issue. I'm sure people have adopted this new technology, new era, and people have started working and started earning also.
Yes. Yes. No, I mean, people have had to respond very much to COVID, and people like yourself who have made sure that they have learned and they
Yes.
have responded intelligently because they've understood what is going on down on the ground, and then
Hmm.
you literally reinvented yourself. And so let's get into this. So if now I'm clear that I need to get out of Mumbai. I need a bigger home. And the first question is, like, how do I go about this? What would be the first step that you would ask me to take when I'm doing my due diligence?
Wow. So let me take you through my presentation so that things will become much clear.
Hmm.
So I'm from the group Indian Property Investors. So today we are discussing how to select weekend home project. Okay. So as you said that we have to go out and buy new property and all. So when we say it is weekend and home, there are two things comes in mind: weekend and a home. So the moment we think about weekend, the first thing what comes, a beautiful scenery. There's a mountain, there's a river, good landscaping. Everything is so nice, nice, nice. That is first thing what comes in our mind, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So first is weekend, and second thing what comes when it is a home, we are expecting a beautiful home. And this is what the concept of weekend home.
Hmm.
Every person staying in metros, maybe Mumbai or Bangalore or say Delhi or Kolkata, any big city, everybody wants a break. Every
Hmm.
weekend, at least I have seen in Mumbai, every weekend, all the resorts on the periphery of Mumbai are always full. Why?
Hmm.
Because there's a nature, better amenities, fresh air. So with all this expect, people want a better home, better lifestyle, better time to spend with the family.
Hmm.
So that's why they think of doing and going ahead with weekend home. So now what I want to talk about is the moment you think about having an investment in weekend home. First let us understand what is the purpose. The
Hmm.
purpose of having weekend home is fun with family, and that too in nature. It's not just fun, it's not just family, or it's not just nature. Fun with family in nature. Apparently we all are so busy, and we don't get time to talk with family, discuss with our family. We don't spend time with each other. We are always fighting, struggling, running here, there, we are moving and all. Okay.
I,
So
yeah, I mean, I think the quality of life, particularly in metros here in India, are greatly impacted. And, we don't even have, parks or anything like that really, nearby. And even
hmm,
if you do, they're so overcrowded,
yes,
there's no difference at all. So,
yes,
we really require that relief.
yes,
And, when people are here within the city, then it's just way too busy for
hmm,
everyone. It doesn't matter, even if you have younger kids, they
yes,
all have their routine, school, they have their extracurriculars, they have their tuitions, all sorts of things. So, to have that particular time, particularly in nature, I think
correct.
it's very important. And our quality of life is being impacted. I think we've grown accustomed to it, but it has a negative impact upon us. And I don't think we
Absolutely.
realize the level until later. So yeah, so tell us a little bit more about how do you begin to choose the right requirements?
Wow. So first thing, we talked about having fun with family. As you rightly said, we need a park, we need time and all. And second thing, when people are they're doing investment for a weekend home. The second thing what comes in their mind is the home that appreciates in future.
Mm,
Everybody wants returns. There must be a good ROI. So we
mm,
will talk about how to select a better home which can give you better weekend home, which can give you better returns in future. Okay. So when it is about how to select a weekend home, the question is how to select weekend home. So basically I categorize this process into 6 7 steps. I would like to highlight those steps here so that you understand whenever you're making a mind to buy a weekend home, what all things you should consider before buying. Don't just buy because someone is told you, yes, buy this home, buy that home and all. So
correct,
it's not
correct.
like that. That is not a right situation. That is not a right frame of mind, because I have seen, because while guiding people, they come with a pre-decided thing. My friend has told to buy here, my friend has told to buy like this, buy like that, this is not
Mm,
a right price, this is a good price, this is the amenity and all. So when I handle so many people, then I realize, yes, people are so many people are confused. They want, but they don't know what to buy. They don't know how to buy. So whenever anybody comes to me, I tell them, boss, if you want to buy it, buy in this fashion. So what is that fashion? Let us discuss that.
sure.
First
So
step is,
go ahead. Yes.
yeah, first step is requirements. Be clear on your requirements. When I talk about requirements, what is a requirement? you know Requirement means whether you are looking for a home that is going to be near a highway, whether you are looking for a mountain view, you are looking for hospitals in nearby vicinity, you want a home with a land ownership, you want a home which is going to have close to any upcoming infrastructure announced by government. So you have to think about all these things. Don't just buy. Think about your requirements. If you go there, what will happen if there are any medical emergencies?
Mm,
Can that place help you to take care of your medical emergencies? So there are people who think, okay, I just want to go and live in nature. Fine, you go and live in nature. But if there's any medical emergency, then what? Is that place equipped with all this thing? So your requirement you define. If I have senior citizen at my home, list down. If I take them to that weekend home, And if any emergency comes, what will happen? How
Correct.
far it
Yes.
is from highway, how far it is from railway station, how far it is from any bus depot and all. So list down your requirement. That is very important. Okay. Once your requirement analysis are done, then what? The next step is location. Decide where you want it. Location means, now if I talk about Mumbai, from Mumbai, one is a route which goes to Gujarat, another route which goes to Nasik, another route which goes to say Goa. So there are various locations. So on this location, you decide which side you want to go. Okay, but while deciding this on the location, since it is a weekend home, it is not first home. First home is a home where you are living day in day out in a city, and now you are doing additional investment of weekend home where you can spend your weekends. Okay, so look at the location where you can find abundant water. Water is very important for the growth of that area, because we are not just talking about buying weekend home, we are also talking about buying weekend home which can appreciate in future at least 10x, sorry, at least 2x. 10x is not possible now, at least 2x in 7 years down the line. So I have noticed wherever there is a water, abundant
Mhm.
water, those
Mhm.
areas are growing like anything. Like near Mumbai, the first most important location which is growing like anything is Palghar. Beyond Mumbai, now Mumbai extending. So recently, when the Mumbai MMR region was extended, Palghar is included in MMR, Mumbai Metropolitan Region. So which is on Mumbai Gujarat Highway. So Palghar is a better location to invest, because there you will find abundant water. How to find whether water is there or not? See, developer can say anything. My land has got abundant water, but how do
Correct.
you decide whether the water is there on that route? While traveling, you can see the mountain. If there are so many multiple grown trees, that means water is there in that area. That is a simple nature. Okay, we don't
Mhm.
have to ask anyone. Just by while traveling on the road, you can just look here and there and you can see trees are overgrown. That means they are old, and that is possible only when there is a water. So
Mhm.
water is very important. So Mumbai Gujarat highway has got tremendous water possibility. Second is Mumbai Karjat side or Mumbai Khopoli side or Mumbai Goa side has got tremendous water. Okay, and again in little away from Mumbai, that is Igatpuri area, Kasara area. Basically Igatpuri. That area has got abundant water. That's why if you see, when you search on Google for a weekend home near Mumbai, you will find Palghar, you will find Igatpuri, you will find Karjat, you will find Khopoli, you will find Paint Panvel area. These areas are growing and they are basically focused on weekend home building infrastructure. So location also plays a major role. And most important, you have to count on time. Anything which is at a drive of 2 hours is the best location with water. It is the best location to invest in a weekend home, because there are so many projects. From highway, they are deep inside forest.
Mhm.
From Mumbai, say from airport to that particular highway junction where the project is, it may not take more than 1 hour. But from that one junction to reach to that project, it takes 2 hours.
True, true. And I think there's something really interesting. I think only people in Mumbai talk in distance in terms of time
Hours.
taken.
Yes.
Everyone else in India talks
Kilometers.
about kilometers, which no one from Mumbai understands.
Yes, 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 yes. So for Mumbai people, time is very important. That's why I'm saying when you're deciding on location, don't even think of going beyond 2 hours drive from your location. Then only it is weekend. No. See, what is
True.
weekend? Today morning I got up Saturday, Sunday. Okay, Saturday morning I got up while having a sip of tea or coffee. I decided, okay, I want to go to my weekend home. I can pack my bag and go,
Correct.
because it's just a drive of 2 hours. Imagine if
correct.
I go to rural area, which is 6 to 7 hours, I will have to plan. 10,
Correct.
15 days planning is required. Here, you don't need planning. You get up while having cup of tea, you decide to travel, you can. That's so easy to, travel and all. So that's why I'm always talking about, having, uh, deciding to buy a home which is in proximity. So third step is identify. Now, once you decide, yes, I have decided to buy weekend home, either on Mumbai Gujarat highway or on Mumbai Nasik highway or on Mumbai Goa highway. I have decided. Now I have to identify which projects I should look for. There will be multiple projects, but how to decide which project is good for me, that's very important. So while identify, what you need to think in mind, the accessibility, which is within 2 hours, okay, and always buy a weekend home which is close to national highway. Identify
Mm,
those projects which are close to national highway, because when you are moving away from your home, okay, you are driving within 2 hours journey. Now, why near highway? Government, whenever they decide to do city development, they always start near railway station and near national highway. You get me? So
mm.
whenever government, see, we don't know, we are not in government, we don't know when what is going to happen. But whenever it will happen in that area, it will be either close to railway station or close to national highway. So any property, and we will always go for national because we are talking about weekend home, we are not talking about first home. Near railway station is the first home project. You get me? Near railway station is going to be always first home, but near highway is always going to be weekend home, because only
Right.
there we can see a beautiful nature, mountain view or river view or a lake view or a seashore if it is on west side. So identifying right project is very important. Any project which is close to national highway should be given the priority one. If not national highway, but you like some project, then it should be at least close to state highway.
Mm,
Only these two criteria, because we are also talking about appreciation. We are expecting
correct.
appreciation in future. And if you buy a home which is deep inside jungle, reaching there from highway, it's going to take another 1 hour or 2 hour. When will that project be appreciated?
Mm.
Then it is just a nature home. It's not a weekend home. It's nature home. You get me? So
Big,
identify
big
project which is close
difference
to
of
highway.
project. Yes. Very
So
nice. Yes.
that's very important. Don't just go for it. So once now, let's say you have seen 10 project, out of that you identify, okay, 2 3 projects are close to highway. Now do deep study. So what is this deep study? So when we talk about projects, if you want to study, what you have to study first and foremost, luckily now in India, real estate sector is structured. There is a law passed in our country, that is nothing but RERA, Real Estate Regularity Act. Now this has become a super good news for all the property buyers. Then maybe it is a first home or it is second home. Okay, every project in India which is under construction must be registered under RERA. If it is not registered under RERA, you should never buy. You get me? If it is a new project, RERA is compulsory for those projects. Even before RERA got implemented in 2017 in our country. So any project which did not have OC, occupation certificate, that came under RERA. Any new project now, before announcing, RERA is compulsory. Certification is compulsory. What RERA is taking? RERA is taking all the details about the project. Who is the director? Who is the promoter of that company? Whether the land is freehold land or it is subleased land. Who owns that land? Then whether it is agriculture land or forest land or non-agriculture land, home can be built only on non-agriculture land. NA is compulsory. Without NA, it is not possible. So that is very important. How much is the construction cost? Now developer has to mention even the construction cost while registering their project under RERA. Okay, so you understand, if developer is charging X amount, why is he charging that much? If
And
if
and
there
and we
is,
can find this information online, right?
yes, yes. Every now RERA is implemented state-wise. Maharashtra has got Maharera, Gujarat has got Gujrera. Every state has got their own website. And first, Maharashtra is the first state which implemented RERA complete in digital manner. All permissions
Mm.
online. And the most beautiful thing is, I love RERA for this. Even if there's any litigation about that project or a land, even that needs to be mentioned.
Right, right.
If developer wants to hide and doesn't upload those information, then RERA doesn't approve that certificate.
Mm.
They don't give approval. It
Mm.
is that beautiful. So study project details on RERA website. That's very important. Any project which has got RERA certificate, or before buying, you ask for a RERA certificate number. Go on Maharera website and find out the details. You need to be absolutely clear. The total government wants you to do transparent deal. If I'm a developer, I need to mention everything on RERA website. If you are a buyer, it's your responsibility to go on RERA and do all your due diligence. Do the study, and then once you identify this thing, then it is very easy to find out 2 or 3 good project near highway, near your location, within 2 hours drive proximity and all. And now what is next is, you need to visit. You get me? You have to visit that site. Unless you visit, experience it on your own, do not make investment. Because people can say anything. They can show any rosy picture on website, on virtual meetings. Anything is possible. But when you physically visit that place, you come to know whatever is mentioned on brochure, whatever the salesman is talking about or the video is talking about, whether it is real fact. You can go and visit. And once you visit, you have to check whether whatever is mentioned is there. They are talking about gated community, whether it is a gated community. They are talking
Mm.
about clubhouse, whether clubhouse is there. Okay, whether they are saying that one building is ready, out of 5 building, one building is ready. Is it really ready? People are talking about 360-degree mountain view. Is it really there? Experience all this thing.
Mm.
The Have 10, 20 questions in your mind. Ask those questions to sales manager, salesperson, and once you are satisfied, go and book your dream home. This is how you should buy your weekend home. Do proper diligence, due diligence, and then only come to the conclusion of buying a home.
So
These are
Milind, tell me. So one thing, I have a question right now here.
uh,
Should you go with the whole family for the site visit?
always,
Yeah.
always, always. Because see, you are driving for 2 hours.
Mm.
You will go once, again you think of going with your family. No, it's not that.
Mm. Mm.
Okay. Once you do the due diligence, now uh, if that project is good, somebody may be talking good about the project. Look for the reviews, look for the feedbacks. It's very easy to find out. That company itself may be showing some video feedbacks and all. Don't believe on text feedback. If they have video feedbacks, I always take video feedbacks of my client and I upload on the website. Okay, so that is, once you are satisfied, then only you visit, and visit with family. Because every project gives spot booking offer.
Mm.
You will never ever miss that. See, developer loves buyer who decide to buy on the spot, and they will give you beautiful offers which you never imagine. you know so when they see a family has come, that means the salesman feels, yes, this buyer is serious buyer.
Right.
and he
Right.
will give you all information, and he will put his best effort to convince you. You know what I do? I Whenever I sell any project or market any project, I go there, I do a video there at the site, and I show them exactly what is there. And the way I'm talking now on this show, I talk in that video why and what is there in that project, and why you should invest in this project, and how it is going to appreciate. You know, and the beautiful part is any home which is under 45 lakh rupees, that is considered as affordable housing, and government of India is promoting affordable housing. It is under PMAY scheme, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana scheme. Now there I would like to highlight on this show, if there is a family visiting and planning to buy, let's say husband has a flat in city, and then wife cannot buy. But if the child is above 21 years and working, then I recommend the booking has to be done under the name, in the name of that child,
Oh,
because
okay.
it's eligible for PMAY. If husband has a house, wife is not eligible, or vice versa. If wife has a
Hmm.
home, one place, any place in India, then husband is
Hmm.
not eligible. Okay,
Hmm.
but if the child is 21 and above, then he is eligible under PMAY scheme. So one thing,
Hmm.
he is getting a better deal at lesser cost. You get a home. Weekend homes are very cheap.
Hmm.
Let's say, talk about 1 BHK home in Mumbai, eh, not even towns, talk about suburb. It is 1 CR. In 1 CR, you can buy 5 1 BHK weekend homes. It is that cheap.
Right.
And
Right.
over a period, it appreciates. And over a period, it
Yes.
appreciates. And
Yes.
PMMI benefit is up to 2 lakh 67,000. So that is the
Okay.
best.
So is that some sort of rebate that they give you, the government, or how does it work?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you. If you want to avail PMAY benefit, then buyer has to take it with the help of home loan. With self payment, you cannot avail PMAY. That means you got money. Why you need support from government? You get me? So if you're buying home, you have to, if you're buying home along with a home loan, then government gives that subsidy. And how it works, that money doesn't come to your bank account. For example, you have taken loan from Bank of Maharashtra, for example, any nationalized bank. Okay. After 6 to 8 months of time, once the full payment is disbursed, you know, after 6 to 8 months of time, bank process your document under PMAY scheme, and government release funds directly in account, in your loan account. So, for example, you there are calculation under LIG, UIG, MIG, and all. Okay, so let's say you are eligible for 2.5 lakh rupees of rebate, and your loan value is 20 lakh rupees. So today you're serving 20 lakh rupees EMI, the EMI for 20 lakhs loan value. The moment this rebate comes, your EMI value goes down. Instead of serving 20 lakhs rupees loan, you will be serving only 17.5 lakh rupees loan. That is a beautiful part.
Wonderful. Very good. Very good. So very nice. Okay. So good. So that's another way in which you can get an even better deal and a sweeter deal, and build an asset, for your children, that is going to
Absolutely,
appreciate. So
absolutely.
so
Just look at the friends around you who has ancestor properties.
mm,
What is their net worth?
mm.
You get me? My ancestor did not build property for me, so I am building property for my next generation. So whatever it is,
Yes.
see, there are multiple benefits of having properties, additional properties. One, it can be encash for money. Whenever you need money, you can mortgage it with bank, and immediately you can take a loan from bank. That is best part. Okay. Second, only real estate I have seen which appreciate even after using. Talk about a Mercedes car. Let's say you buy a Mercedes car at 50 lakh rupees. After 2 years, you want to sell it. Will you get 30 lakh rupees, 20 lakh rupees, or you will get 90 lakh rupees? What do you think?
Yeah,
You will
it'll be
get
19.
depreciating value.
Yes.
You will get depreciating value. Real estate is the only asset which I have seen more you use, it appreciate in those many times. Imagine a home in Mumbai 15 years before. What was
Absolutely.
the cost and
That was
what is the cost now?
one of my biggest regrets, that I wish when I had first moved here, I could have got a place in Bandra, for 20 to 25 lakhs. And
Absolutely.
I didn't do that, and ended up having to shell crores.
But you still have time. Now think of doing investment on the periphery of the city. You will get
Yes.
still same deal and
Yes.
same kind of infra is now maybe much better infra is getting developed on the periphery of the city because
Yeah,
city is overcrowded, is overcrowded. There is no scope of better infrastructure planning now. But on the
yes.
periphery, since nothing is there, government is now well planning and putting more projects there.
And in terms of things like smart cities and things like that, is there anything that is nearby that's within that 2 hour range that would fall into this, or not right now?
Yes, it is government is already announced a smart city. Kalyan area is considered as a smart city because that is on the periphery of Mumbai. So Kalyan Domboli is announced as a smart city that comes on
Mhm.
Mumbai Nasik Highway Road and second super express way of India. First is Delhi Yamuna Express Super Express. Second super express highway of India is getting developed on Mumbai Nasik Highway. That is called as Samruddhi Super Express Highway, and lots of smart cities are announced on those areas. So, starting with currently we know Kalyan. So, Kalyan Dombali area is announced as smart city. Sooner or later, that will convert into smart city. Lots of spaces available. So, new projects are coming with by the consideration of smart city only, and government is sanctioning those projects accordingly, and many more good highways are getting developed. Now you're talking about
Mm.
smart city, government is talking about smart highways. So
Yes.
now there is no city, it is always going to be a smart nation.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Honorable Minister Nitin Gadkari is doing amazing work connecting all states with super highways, and he has got super duper vision. And that's what I'm saying. Now, if you want to do the investment with low value amount, do it on national highways, whichever highway you feel is good. Generally, I have seen. Let's say if I'm talking about Mumbai, so on the western belt, people invest on Mumbai Gujarat highway. Those who live
Right.
on central belt, they go on Mumbai Nasik highway or Mumbai Khopoli Karjat roads. Those who
Mm.
are even Mumbai Goa highway, they are looking at and all. So
Right.
western and central, Mumbai is divided in western and central zone. So when they think of doing investment, they think like that only. But
Sure. Sure.
while doing all these things, do due diligence and look for the amenities, look and always invest in gated community. Earlier, what
Mm.
used to happen, Neeraj, people used to buy a piece of land, say 1 acre or 2 acre or 3 acre of land, and they used to build their own house. But the problem is, then they used to build a house, they used to appoint a caretaker, they used to pay him salary, one or two servant or two, three security guards. So the outgoing used to be huge. And instead of owner enjoying that weekend home, the guards used to enjoy, or the caretaker used to enjoy, and there are several incidents where they used to rent it out also, and in
Right.
some places due to unauthorized uses of those places,
Yes.
police have to take action and all. So earlier this used to be the concept. 10 to 15 years down the line, people used to buy a big land and then do it. Now everybody wants to have lower maintenance. So if you want lower maintenance, then the best idea is you should invest in weekend home project with gated
Mm.
community.
Right. Right.
Gated community means there is a fencing on the periphery of the piece of land. There's a common security. The way we live in Mumbai, our individual buildings which has got compound, it's a gated community. Similarly, multiple bungalows, multiple buildings forms one gated community. So the best part is you don't need a separate caretaker only to take care of your property. There's a common amenity. And now most of the developers are coming with hospitality management concept. So you can, let's say, when you are not using that weekend home, that can be rented out. And the easiest way to rent it out is you can go on Airbnb, or you can go on Trip Villas, or you can go on Saffron Stay. There are so many websites. You can just
Yeah.
list your property on that, and deal with the facility management firm of that project, and
Mm.
you can earn good money. When you are using, when you are not using, that property is earning revenue for you. And moreover, 10 years down the line, that property appreciates. But buy near highway. From highway, property has to be within 10 minutes of reach, not more than that. That is not advisable.
Sure.
Maximum 10 minutes from national highway. Otherwise, that property is never ever going to appreciate. So this is
Awesome.
my
Thank,
suggestion on this show.
thank you. So, Milind, some amazing insights that you've given us, and some real nuggets that you've shared with us, and some nuances. So, it's certainly you've been in this particular line for a long time. For people who have tuned in, if you have any questions, please feel free. We'll be happy to have your questions answered. So, let us know. Um, we have Harsh, who's there. He's a friend of mine and a client as well, and he's in the real estate side.
Wow.
So, if there's anyone who's got questions, we're happy to take some right now. And
Generally,
while
people
we're
say I am a good teacher. So after me talking, there are no questions left. So I think I have answered almost all.
but I do have one question. So, if
Yes,
people want to get
please.
in touch with you, then how can they get in touch with you?
Well, they can connect with me on my website, that is indianpropertyinvestor.com.
Hmm.
So, or they can write email to me on md@rumitechnology.com. If you want, I can just show my email ID.
So it's MD at Rumi,
Rumi
RUMI,
Technology.
technology with a Y at the end, .com.
Yes,
Wonderful.
this is my email ID, md@rumitechnology.com.
Wonderful. Okay. So if you're looking at a smart investment in property, I think Milind has given us a very clear roadmap in terms of key points that you need to consider for your second home. So please do comment below if you'd like to connect with such smart entrepreneurs, get their advice, inputs, not only about property or whatever their expertise is, but have their inputs in your business. Okay. We have a bi monthly meeting in Titan Masterminds. Okay. That you can come to, and you will be able to interact with quality people like Milind, and you will be able to get advice about your business from successful entrepreneurs and experts from their line. So do check us out at titanmasterminds.com. Do let us know if there's any specific thing that you would like us to cover. Mention it in the comments, and do get in touch with Milind, or refer this and share this with your friends who are looking at properties. So thank you so much, Milind. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Neeraj. You're doing amazing work, and I must tell on this live show that Titan Mastermind is one of the fabulous event where I know Titan. We call them as Titan. Every entrepreneur become a Titan, and Titan does the mastermind with each other and share superb ideas. Every person throw the challenge on regular basis, and the rest all people in that on the table, they give possible solutions. So I love the masterminding and coming on Titan Mastermind show. Thank you.
Wonderful, Milind. And I think that number of pieces of advice that you got from your fellow entrepreneurs in the mastermind you implemented, and you've generated a couple of crores of business while in
Yes.
lockdown.
Yes,
So,
yes, yes. Thank you, Neeraj, because you always told me never stop doing marketing, never stop doing marketing. I continue doing the marketing, and yes, that increase the footfall at the site, and yes, couple of crores are already earned by the developer. I earn commissions.
Absolutely. It's a win-win situation for everyone. Okay. So thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining on, and stay tuned. In 2 weeks' time, we will have another expert. So stay tuned. Thank you.
Thank you.